series is over.
Yep.
Nene kept coming over to my office, and he'd be like, Lugansdort, Seaport, Lakers in 5. And I was really confused because Lugansdort isn't even on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Even I know that. But the Lakers did lose in 5. He was right.
Yeah, they lost in 5.
Yeah.
Did not win in 5,
No.
Unfortunately. I don't even think in one game in this series scored over 100 points. It's kind of crazy that they never crossed the century mark.
They had a tough time getting offense, and the Wolves really, really stifled Luka, I think, the most. Like, I was really expecting more from him. LeBron is older. He can be more of a facilitator, and so you can see how he wouldn't find his way to scoring a lot, but hopefully setting up others. But Luka, like, you just expect him to take over.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm really starting to, and I never really liked the trade from the beginning with the whole, Lakers and Mavericks, but I'm really starting to think it's affecting Luka, or it did affect Luka in some way. I mean, when we saw that clip of how devastated he was when they returned to Dallas, and yes, he had an absolutely fantastic night there for the Lakers. I think he was putting on a show for that Mavericks audience. But I think this really did get to him more than maybe we realized. And yeah, obviously you got to give props to the Timberwolves for coming up with a good game plan to shut him down and all of that. It really worked. But I'll be interested to see how he does on the Lakers next year.
Yeah. I you know what? You know what could be too? That Luka had trouble on offense because he actually had to play defense on the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot out of you too.
It does.
So, but I think it's important for the Lakers to remember as we look back on their season that when the trade was made, even at the time, there were some people that were just all hyped, like, they're going to the championship.
Right.
But the truth was, the Lakers aren't going to win this year because they have Luka and LeBron, but not a whole lot else. And so they need to build out the rest of the roster, get a center, and so this year wasn't their year, and we might have got tricked. Maybe we got a little. After they started looking good in the regular season, maybe we got the wool pulled over our eyes a bit, but this is what we should have expected. Meanwhile, though, the Timberwolves did look not just like good, but like surprisingly dominant against another good team. And I think we shouldn't be shocked if they wind up giving the Thunder a run for their money and maybe get into the finals.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, I think that Thunder Timberwolves series is going to be a good one, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I feel like both teams have good size, so because I think, as you mentioned, the size advantage for the Timberwolves probably really was the main reason why they won this.
Yeah, I mean, Rudy Gobert had a double-double last night, and the thing with the Thunder that has always been questioned, they have some playoff experience, but not as much, and then you have SGA as your star, but if you can...
No, you have Anthony.
No, for the Thunder.
Oh, okay.
You have SGA as your star, but these other guys have even less playoff experience. Who do you have as like your number 2? Because you just know you're typically able to count on your star, but you need a second guy.
Yeah.
And maybe the Wolves have a little more, maybe they're, especially with more playoff tested, maybe once we get to, if they both meet in the finals, conference finals, maybe the Wolves have a little more depth on their roster, just somebody else they can count on. Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, somebody else that the Thunder may not.
Yeah, you never know.
They got a shot. I think they've got a shot, and I didn't think that coming into the playoffs.
Okay.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.